Welcome to Behind the Event, a podcast that dives deep into the event industry. I'm Eric Westendorf, the founder of EventRender. The podcast is brought to you by EventRender. We help you run profitable virtual and live events through exceptional design. Be sure to check out our helpful event applications and design services at eventrender.com. Also, be sure to subscribe and like on whichever platform you use for podcasting, or if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and like there. And now we bring you Behind the Event. All right, so today we're going to go through another just quick how-to video on how to use some tools, some different tools to make your presentations for your online meetings much more professional, and different ways. In some of these tools, you have some different ways to set your presentations up so that your transitions are smoother and you can present better and you can show off different material, as well as having your branding in the background and tools like that to allow for a much higher end presentation. All of these things will work, or will end up working for all of the typical meeting platforms that you use, like Zoom, Google Meet, and Microsoft Teams and Skype. All right, so the first thing, or the main tool that we're going to be looking at today is OBS, which is a tool that a lot more people are familiar with. So there was another video that we made that goes through some different tools, and the main tool there is made by XSplit, which you can find at xsplit.com. And they have like a platform called XSplit Broadcaster, which allows you to do some of the same things that OBS does, but OBS is a little bit more familiar to different people, so this is more about how to use that. So some of the things that you can do with OBS is you can have a sort of conversational view like this. So if you're on a Google Meet or any type of meeting, you kind of just have your branding in the background, and you can also move around your person. So I can actually move myself around if I wanted to, and potentially make myself smaller, however you want to adjust that. And then you can set up scenes, so I can go ahead and show off some type of presentation. Let's say I have a Google presentation set up here, and I want to go through that. So you can set up scenes like this, and then you can go ahead and actually go full on with the screen as well, and go back to your presentation view if you wanted to, and all sorts of these things, and then back to your conversational view. So it's really cool to kind of enhance your presentation. All right, so the first thing to do is that you're going to want to do, if you don't have a green screen, we covered this in another video, but you're going to want to, the easiest way is to go ahead and go to XSplit.com, which is a pretty cool website that has a couple different tools. So this tool is called the VCam. So you're going to click on the XSplit VCam, and you're going to go ahead and download that. I'm pretty sure that this is only available for Windows 10 right now. Let me know if you have any questions about getting it to work for Mac. I'm guessing there's probably some other alternative options as well for Mac. But once you've downloaded and installed your XSplit, you're going to get a window like this, and basically you're going to have your original background, this is what mine looks like, and basically you just hit this remove button, and it does a really good job of removing your background without any blockiness like sometimes Zoom and other programs have. So you can move around and you really don't get that sort of blocky look. And then once you're done with that, you're going to want to get OBS. So OBS is the software, if you don't already have it, that you can use to do all this functionality stuff. So you can get it for Windows and Mac. Go ahead and download that, and then once you're in OBS, it will look something like this. And so basically from here, once you have this, you can go ahead and take in that XSplit program that you used. So you're going to go into OBS once you've opened it, And in any of these scenes over here, you can go ahead and add a source by clicking on this button. And when you add a source, you're going to find the video capture device. And once you click on that, it'll ask you what device you want to use. And I have a few different options here for different cameras. So I'm just going to click on the XSplit VCam, which is basically the thing that allows me to be transparent so that you can't see my background. All right, and so once you have that, then you can start adding different things into the background. So as you can see, if you were to just add me, there's nothing there in the background, but you can slowly add images. So I added, if you go here, add image, you can actually start to add different images, and then I added a logo to the background as well, so that we have some branding in there. And then sort of the same thing for this presentation view, which is that I'm going to have my main camera, the XSplit camera, coming in here. And then I added a frame here. Actually, I'm sorry. I added a display capture here, which is basically just my screen, which is why you can see a bunch of multiples of me. So if I were to come off, basically see whatever's on my desktop is what it's recording. And then I just resize that to be kind of over my shoulder so that it looks kind of more like a presentation there. And then finally, if I took that off, I have an image that I laid in the background, so it looks like I have kind of a broadcast studio. And then finally, I just did another display capture, which is just my whole desktop. So putting it all together, we have a sort of conversational view where you can talk to your viewers. And then when you want to present, sort of over the shoulder, maybe with a PowerPoint, it's easy to present that way. And then if you wanted it to be full screen so they can see easier, I made a setup like that. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions on any of this. I can try to help you out with any of it. The last thing that you're going to want to do is get this, all of this basically from OBS to Zoom or your other presentation software. And so to do that, you're going to want to go to OBS Virtual Cam, just in Google, should be able to find it. Click on the top one there, and right here says if you're using OBS Studio version V25, which I am, click on that, and then just go ahead and download this virtual cam. And basically from there, you're going to install that. It takes about 1 second, and then once you do that, you'll have this virtual cam option up in the tools area here. And when you click start on that, it basically tells OBS that you are now using your virtual cam. And so you can go ahead and start a Zoom meeting or something else like Google Meet or something. As you can see, I just have hundreds of that, but there we go. Okay. So now it's me, and if you go into here, your video settings, you'll have the option to click on OBS camera. So otherwise, I would just have me, which is my normal camera. But then again, if you go to OBS camera, I have my whole setup, and then in Zoom, when I'm presenting, I can present 1 million of me like that. Or again, my screen capture, which looks a little crazy right now because I'm using this in both methods. But if you were to use it like it's supposed to be set up like this, you'll go ahead and basically have all this presentation ability, which is really cool to step up all of your presentations. So again, let us know if you have any questions on any of this. And I guess lastly as well, if you're looking to, get any additional backgrounds, if you want, something like the studio set up behind me, you can go over to eventrender.com and click on Background Builder, and you can check out some of our options there for creating backgrounds, basically for meetings like this. Also, just contact us if you want something custom to make, possibly something that looks a little bit more like this. We are developing some more environments, but we made this background as well as this, and we have a lot of different options for whether it's just an office space or a virtual studio like I have in the background right now. But you can go ahead to our pricing and sign up for anything there, and we can help you out. So if you want one of a templated, pre-made backgrounds with just your branding in it, we can easily do that for pretty low cost. And then we can also do a custom background, more customized background for less than $200. So. And then most of this other software is either really low cost or, for the most part, some of it is free to use. So let us know again if you have any questions, and thanks again for watching. Thanks for watching or listening today. If you would like to hear any more or watch any more in the future, just go ahead and subscribe, whichever podcasting platform you listen to or watch. We post on YouTube as well as many other podcasting platforms. And if you have any questions for us, just go ahead and go over to eventrender.com and you can send us a message through our website there. Thanks, and take care.